What if I told you a scientist turned himself into a living swarm of mutant bees and tried to conquer the world numerous times? You won't believe how many times he's come back from the dead. Now buckle up as we dive in and find out who is Swarm. Fritz von Meyer was no ordinary scientist. He was born in Germany and rose to prominence during World War II as a brilliant researcher and supporter of the Nazi regime. Though his full extent of his wartime activities remains cloaked in secrecy, one thing is clear. He had access to vast reserves of looted gold from across Europe, which he funneled into his experiments. His obsession, insect-derived toxins, and the deadly behavior of killer bees. When the war ended and the Nazi Empire crumbled, von Meyer vanished into the depths of the South American jungle, evading prosecution and continuing his research in isolation. It was there, in the heart of the rainforest, that he stumbled upon a hive unlike he had ever seen. These bees were eerily calm, almost sentient, operating with a collective intelligence that defied nature. Intrigued and intoxicated by the possibilities, von Meyer constructed a device meant to control them. But instead of bending to his will, the bees turned on him. They pierced his protective gear and stung him to death. Yet, in a bizarre twist of fate, von Meyer's consciousness fused with the queen bee herself. The hive, now under his control, enveloped his skeletal remains, forming a new body. Thus, the birth of Swarm, a living hive with a sinister mind. Swarm wasted no time. He engineered a mutagenic process to enlarge the queen bee and to boost her reproductive output, and even built a fleet of giant mechanical bees to serve his cause. But von Meyer's actions hadn't gone unnoticed. An Interpol agent had tracked down von Meyer and witnessed his transformation. In a daring move, the agent captured the queen bee in amber and fled to the United States. Swarm pursued him to California and killed him, but the queen bee remained out of reach. The briefcase housing her had been treated with a powerful insecticide. The agent's death drew the attention of the Champions, a superhero team nearby who forced Swarm to retreat. Determined to reclaim the queen, Swarm crafted specialized gloves to neutralize the insecticide and launched an assault on the Champions' headquarters. He captured Darkstar and Iceman and forced Darkstar to free the queen, but Hercules realized that the bees were drawn to the queen and hurled the queen far into the ocean. The hive followed, leaving Swarm a lifeless skeleton. The skeletal remains were sent to Empire State University for study, where curious scientists inadvertently awakened a dormant queen bee. Within minutes, the hive was reborn and Swarm reassembled. Swarm attempted to kill the researchers, but was thwarted by Spider-Man. Swarm retaliated by launching a full-scale attack on the city, constructing a massive hive on campus. But Spider-Man, ever resourceful, coated his suit and web fluid with a potent insect repellent. He pumped Swarm full of the repellent, causing the bees to flee, leaving Swarm as nothing more than a skeleton once again. But Swarm is nothing if not persistent. Over the years, he's clashed with Dr. Druid and the Secret Defenders, tangled with Ben Reilly, and crossed paths with the Runaways. During the Civil War saga, when Spider-Man revealed his identity, Swarm attacked Mary Jane Watson during a play rehearsal, only to be thwarted by a simple sprinkler system she activated in a moment of quick thinking. Later, Swarm encountered the Thunderbolts, this time supersized, towering 20 times over his normal height. Norman Osborn and Moonstone rallied the entire Thunderbolts team to confront him. Penance managed to disperse enough bees to expose Swarm's skeletal core, which Venom promptly devoured. With no body to anchor them, the Swarm scattered. But as always, Swarm endured, lurking in the shadows of the Marvel Universe. Swarm's powers are as bizarre as they are terrifying. His consciousness resides within a colony of mutated bees, allowing him to form a humanoid body entirely composed of the buzzing insects. He maintains a psionic link to the hive, giving him the ability to command their movements, build massive honeycomb structures, and unleash swarms to overwhelm his enemies. He even created mechanical bees to bolster his forces. His strength peaks when the queen bee is present, but insect repellents, psychic disruptions, or the queen's destruction can unravel his control, leaving only his skeletal remains. But over time, Swarm has evolved beyond the need for his original skeleton, relying solely on the hive's collective intelligence to survive and strike again. So there you have it, the twisted tale of Fritz von Meyer, aka Swarm, the Nazi scientist turned insect overlord. If you enjoyed this journey covering the origin of Swarm, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you want to check out more lesser-known quirky villains of the Marvel Universe, you can click on the playlist on the screen. Well, that'll do it for today's video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.